Thank you very much, Quadri, for joining us. And we're also joined by his lawyer, Inibehe Effiong. Inibehe, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And we're joined by Hassana Nuruddin, the co-founder, Ray of Hope Prison Outreach, who brought all this story to light. Hassana, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
I think we'll start with you, Hassana. How did you come? You're the one who brought the story to our consciousness. You're the one who brought it out on social media. Tell us what led you to meeting Cuadri in prison.
All right, so we organized a football match. Myself and Oiga Michael is on Twitter. So we organized a football match at Kirikiri. That's Twitter influencers versus Kirikiri inmates. So that day during the match, a guy, his name is Jonathan, he wrote a note to the one of the warden, yeah?
Yeah.
So the woman came to meet me after the match that she's looking for social person because he listed some names on the letter. So when she listed the names, I told her, okay, madam, don't worry, just give it to me. I would work on it. So I reached out to Wizarab, and some other people. They were like, okay, just post it. So Wizarab posted it. So okay, so back to Jonathan. Jonathan was owing a sum of about 1.2 million naira, and that's why he's been in prison for over 3-4 months.
Wow.
So we raised the money on Twitter, and Egi Nupe, that's the foundational Nupe lawyer, he handled the case, and Jonathan was out. And after Jonathan came out, he told me about Cuadri. He was like, do you know that boy that stood in front of Peter Obi's convoy? I was like, no, yeah, I remember the picture. So when he told me the boy was in prison, I was like, how? And nobody knows about it. He said, no. I said, okay, can you give me his mom's number? I called the mom. She told me about the case, and we went to the court March 28th. Yes, that was 27, sorry. So I went to the court 27, and after then I posted online that, okay guys, this was going on. So now I jumped on it.
All right.
Now, I guess the natural progression is to hand it over to Inibehe. When you heard about this case, and first of all, I must commend you and your team for the fantastic job you did in securing Cuadri's release and the speed at which he took. Could you share the journey with us?
Okay, so like Hassana has stated, she brought the matter to public attention. Immediately she posted it, I was receiving a stream of messages from different people. And one of the earliest people who contacted me after her tweet had gone viral was Mr. Peter Obi, who called me in respect of the matter. A couple of other Nigerians also told me, oh, this is something you should take up. That was when I also directly interacted with Hassana, and then the family had to engage me for the matter to be taken up. Now, as a Nigerian, I've always had a clear position on cases of persecution. So it was not difficult to immediately take remedial steps to ensure that Cuadri regained freedom. So what we did was to instantly escalate the matter, bring it to the attention of the appropriate authorities, proceed to the court, find out the status of his case, apply for the necessary documentations, and then we made an application to the director, to the learned magistrate. The matter was supposed to come up on the 28th of this month. They were able to bring it forward to last Thursday. That application was granted, and then the DPP also immediately had to have his file reviewed. And then they found as a fact that truly Cuadri had no case to answer. There was no evidence to support his arrest or the effort to have him prosecuted for armed robbery. And then we went back to the court. The magistrate implemented the advice, and Cuadri was accordingly discharged. Now, typically when a person is discharged, the implication in law is that the matter has not been determined on the merits. It has not gone through the full scale of trial. But the discharge in this case has the effect of an acquittal, because he cannot subsequently be retried for that same offense, okay, based on the advice of the DPP that has exonerated it. Beyond that, my own personal investigation, because my attitude to these cases, I don't jump on them because they are viral, because the case is sensational. Yes, because I mean they've been cases that the whole country is talking about, and I just stay on the sideline and look and watch. Before you see me get on any matter, I must have a personal conviction. I must do my own due diligence. So I went, before I even went public about it, I met with him, with Cuadri, had an interview with him spanning over 2 hours. I also spoke with him. I did everything as a lawyer to have them contradict, the things they had told me, but they were consistent in what they said. And the sequence of events substantiated what they had told me. So I was convinced that this was another case of abuse of police power. Right. So we took it up, and then we are here now.
Okay, we'll come back to talk about where we are with the case, but let's bring in Cuadri. Cuadri, how are you first? You're fine.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Yes. So what happened? How did you find yourself inside police cell? How did they arrest you? What happened?
That day I was coming back for around 8 o'clock. So, and the place that I want to pass now, they don't fight for it before. And I didn't know. I don't come back. And I came down for the Mongwa. I should be going. I want to enter our street gate like this. I don't know that all police, they are surrounded the area with those area boys. So when I'm going there, they see about someone does really see into among people, those people will fight the DD. I just come back for my phone. My mom, they packed all of them, took me to the police station. They put me for sale. In the around 10, they now carry those elderly man come. Now join them together. That those elderly man, they like this. I told them that I don't have peace with me too. It's only me that you people catch me. I don't meet anything for my hand. Why don't carry those elderly man?
Hold on, we need to address something. We need to go one very short break. We'll come back and you continue the story. We're still speaking with Quadri Alabi as he details his journey of wrongful arrest and being kept in Kirikiri Correctional Centre. We'll be back to delve deeper into the story. Stay with us. Welcome back to Breakfast Central. We're still speaking with Quadri Alabi, the young 17-year-old young man who was unfortunately arrested and thrown in Kirikiri. Quadri, so now tell us what happened. How then take arrest you? How you find yourself inside prison and what happened for day?
I was coming back for work that day. That is around 8 I was coming back for work. So I don't know that there are fights in the afternoon. They say that they don't fight for there before. And I didn't know anything. I just come down, start to be going inside house. So those police and those area boys, they have surrounded the area. So now, they are not going. All of them, they just come outside. See, stop there, stop there, stop. What happened? See, I want people in the fight. See, I don't even come back for work. They took out inside my pocket, carrying my money, my phone. They took me to the police station, put me there for the cell. So after around 10 and I carry those elderly man come. 4. It's 4. And I carry them, I took them where they took me, and I put them, then I joined together. Those those elderly man, there's my kiss me. And I told them, I know have kiss me too. It's only me that you people cash you and you people don't meet anything from my hand do. They see, I shut up. In the morning, the complainer come, those complainer, husband and wife, they come. They see, they should call us, should come outside. They come and call us, come outside. And I say that you should stand. See, the dad told the complainer that should be pointing those people that their face show that time they're fighting. So they start pointing. They put those elderly man. He reached my own turn. He told the DPO see, this one, I don't know this one official. He told them even from court that the carry us before the carry us, you spend like almost 1 week inside cell. You spend like almost 1 week before the carry us go court. Now carry us go court. So they asked question for the complaint. I say they should stand up.
So when he talks, when you reach your turn and he talks, say he no know you, come happen.
He say no know me. They say as they catch me now, they no feel leave me. They don't leave those other elderly man. See if they leave me, they will leave them. So they say they will carry us go inside cell back. Those complainers say me they carry us go, say me they carry us go court. For the carry us go, spend like almost 1 week. Five of us, we spent like almost 1 week, and I took us to the court. So I should use the court now. The complainer herself, husband, like they come again. It's same to what they see in police station. They see in court that this boy, you don't know this boy, but those baba, you see them for the time they are fighting. You see them. So they ask those baba, see what make them they fight. They see because they burn their shop. See the people in the shop, they burn her. See that's why they won't join people in the fight. And I told us that we go to Kirikiri. See no other now. Let carry us go. Shall carry us go to the Kirikiri. See we use the Kirikiri. First see the very I have number at time. I know I have my mommy number. She I have number. See, I don't have number now, but I will still have. Then I say, they should carry me come outside. See, I should go and build sheets from morning to night, and from morning to 6 o'clock. If you want to enter, see, because I no plan, I no give my share money. I should go and build sheets. Every day by day, they go, and you must open, you see, go and building sheets. They get now sometimes now, they don't carry those other people come, I salute you, they don't carry them come, they don't leave me. Those people now took them, see, the other one, they should go and be building the sheets.
What's in the meaning of to build sheet, to clean faces?
The soccer way, you have one big bucket like this. They will tie rope, you will carry it, one point inside the bush.
My goodness.
I've seen this.
I want to come to you, Inibehe, and looking at the Nigerian criminal justice system, if this case didn't get to a radar, what could have happened? Looking at the progression.
It will still be in Kirikiri today. It would have woken up in Kirikiri this morning. That is what would have happened. Because Cuadri is just one of the many Nigerians, young and old, that have been abandoned by the justice system.
We complain about prison congestion. So
yes.
Why is it that the magistrates, I don't know, or the police, or I don't know whose table the blame lies, are always quick to remand in prison if you have a congestion problem? And beyond the congestion problem, it's a miscarriage of justice.
Yes.
So looking at Cuadri's case, where are the fault lines? Where are the red flags? And is it possible for him to take remedial action against those who wronged him?
The Nigeria police force is the primary culprit for the congestion of the Nigerian prisons. It is the police that must take the blame for the number of Nigerians that are thrown into prison on a daily basis. So if you've had interactions, if you've had cause to have dealings with the police, once someone is arrested and taken to the police, the police will simply say, even without any shred of evidence, charge the matter to court. Let the court decide. That is their language. Charge the case to court. It's not at the police station that you tell us whether you are innocent or guilty. If you challenge them, where is the evidence against this purported suspect you've arrested? Leave that. Lawyer, when you go to court. So that is their mentality. Charge the case to court. So the police will go on raids, pick up innocent people. Police will arrest husband because she did not smile at the wife. Police will go to look for Mr. A. They cannot find they take the sister of Mr. A. All these cases charged to court on a daily basis. And that is what happened in Quadri's case. They arrested him along with others. No case, no evidence against him, implicating him. But their mentality is always push everything to the court. And this is happening every single day. And that explains why the custodial centers are congested. But I also agree that on the part of the court, the magistrates have not done enough to deter the impunity of the police. The magistrates should be able to look at these applications for remand. Because what used to happen before now, we had what used to be known in our law as a holding charge, where the police will arrest someone for an offense that the magistrate has no jurisdiction. The magistrate will simply remand the person pending advice of DPP. But the SCJ, starting from Lagos in 2011, was introduced to provide for remand proceedings that is supposed to limit the period of detention, that is supposed to give the court the power to supervise remand orders. But what has happened is that, like everything in Nigeria, quite sadly, the remand procedure under the law has now been abused. So the magistrates must be able to checkmate the impunity of the police. And lawyers must also do more. Because I have also had courts in other cases, like the case of Seeking, the TikToker, where it was taken before the magistrate court in Ogba. And they claimed they were going to remand him for treason. At the magistrate court in Ogba. And I simply rushed to the court and I was able to truncate that remand. Otherwise, Seeking will probably still be in detention today. And we've also been able to do that in some other cases. So members of the bar must also take a responsibility. And that is part of the mandate. When Afamosigo FN, the current president of the NBA, was sworn in, part of the things they did was to set up the committee called the Citizens Liberties Committee, which I happen to be the secretary. And our mandate in that committee is to ensure that rights of Nigerians in custodial centers, in police custody, are addressed, that people that are wrongfully detained, they are able to secure, where in the committee has the mandate to secure their release. The NBA has human rights committees in all the branches in the country. That human rights committee must begin to ensure the implementation of the provisions of the ACJ and the ACJL, which gives the heads of courts, the chief judge of state in particular, that the mandate to ensure that magistrates visit police stations on a monthly basis to ensure that those who are detained beyond conditional period, that their rights are remedied. Right. Because Cuadri, before he was taken to court for even the remand, was already detained for about a week, which is quite glaring, which is a clear act of injustice. Right. Once you have detained someone beyond the conditionally permissible period, any subsequent order of remand does not cure that infringement. All right, we'll come back to talk about what the remedies are for Cuadri. But I'll come back to you, Cuadri, now. Part of the conversation where we hear, we say, when you meet His Excellency Peter Obi, say your people, those area boys, can't they worry you? Not true? Yes. Tell us.
The first time when I met him at Alaba, so, because I know that some, they have carried me. Some people, before I reach house, go. So many people have seen this. Cuadri. To me, start of what Peter Obi motto. I shall reach house like this. And all those boys come. That money go follow share. We must grow us inside that money. And beside our house, one ballet is there. So that ballet too. Those boys, they would tell us, they give so boy, they give her money. That boy got called my mom now. See, my mom should come. My mom now go. That my mom now go. Now start to be telling my mom that that money that you give your boy, is only nobody will share her, will follow share her. We cut her into two. We give me and my mama will share her or less. Your pikin will your pikin you know, I will say that way you don't like who. As my mom hear that, I start to cry. See, I will see it and see why you cry. You see, as I say, now how much work on it. He thought, see, my mom tell her, see, she would give her mommy 50-50. She said, no. My mom say, she had another 100. Yeah, mommy. So yeah, take 100. Your mommy to take 100. Sha, you collect it.
So they collect money from your mommy hand?
Yes. After I collect money, is not told my mommy again that my mom should go and buy rice. She should share for all those boys. She should buy cow. You should kill it, and share it to all those boys. My mommy buy rice, but you don't buy that cow. She share it for our compound. Share it. So the first one, the next day, they fight for that area. They fight. So inside our house, inside our house, what I did, carry police come. That bally go. See me, I did among people in the fight. Now I carry me the first time.
And this fight different from this. So this one is the second one we have.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, we'll go on a break, and when we come back from the break, Quadri will lead us through the story of his first arrest. Stay with us. Before we went on the break, Quadri Alabi was leading us through the story of his first arrest, how he'd met with His Excellency Peter Obi and his community, the Bale, led a charge against him and his family, asking for their own court. Quadri, before we go that break, you talk, say, after the next day, after your mommy don't share rice, say, Bale, now you lead police come on our house, talk, say, you there among people where they fight. What think can happen?
As those police carry me, I carry me go to the station. It's only me. No carry another person come, it's only me that they do.
And you know they fight?
No, that time go, this hand is spilling me. I use it and break. It's spilling me that time. So I know it's to come outside with this hand. Because that hand is just be going small. With that hand, they carry me go to the station, sha. As I reach station and they say I should write statement. The DP will come, you see. No, I should not write down. They should help me to write down. They write down. They carry me go to the correctional centre at Cuadri Alabi. They took me to there. So when I reach there, they ask me to tell about. Tell them that this like this. So when they say you should go inside, say they should go and give us food, should eat, they should bob our head. The next day, the carrier come outside again. I ask question that the DPUC, they should ask us question. That time, it's not that one that is there now. That one, you have belly like this, that DPU, that first one. You have the fat, you have all the fat. So you send those police come that they should come and tell those officer that they should call us, come outside, see, they should ask us one or two things. They not call us outside. That other one, they start to be asking us that where's our cutlass. They see those people, see, you have cutlass, see, you have gun, you have something like that. So took me to where they say, I know something like that to see, no, all those people, they're lying, no mind them. So I should go. So when I don't give them my mommy number, they call my mommy. They explain to them that your boy is here. So they told my mommy the road. See if they want to come. So my mommy, the next day my mommy come outside. See, my mom have come. I should come and see my mom. They help me buy and some to go those provision come. So, when you see, the ballet, see, you have gone and meet so many people that they should come and help him to beg them. See, I don't know what I do to him. He should do why he's doing like this. See, my mom see, time he send people go. No answer at all. See, my mom you stand up, see your pikin, you must go jail. I must send that go where you no lie. See, my mom stand up, see, so far see, you know be God. So far see, now God at the serve. Now God will come out. So, it's my mom that later come and grill him, and I come outside.
Very, very sad story and heartbreaking to say the least. I want to bring in Hassana into the conversation. Your outreach, I mean, just hearing Cuadri's case, how many cases have you done in the past that are similar, and what do you think the biggest problem is?
And in answering that question, I know that there were insights that Cuadri might have missed out on that she, maybe wants to speak to.
Okay. For Reformable Prison Outreach, alongside my co-founder, Stephen Oguyinka, we've released about 22 inmates since 2022. We've had a lot of cases. I think that was last year. We released two minors as well, because when I saw the picture, he's a very small boy. That boy should be about 15. But the day I saw the picture, okay, a friend told me about him. His name is Junior. He also spent 10 years in prison. He went to charge. He didn't do anything. He spent 10 years in prison. So while Junior was even incarcerated, he's been telling me, he would call me, Mama, there's somebody I want you to help. There's somebody I want you to help. He was one who told me about Tumishe and Uba Nana. Uba Nana is currently at Tunde Onokoya's shelter at Ikorodu. So, that day I posted about it, I was so angry. Like, I said, do you guys now keep minors in prison? This boy is too small now. So, we started the whole thing. Now, I have to be very honest. Some of these people lie. They lie. So most times I just tell them, see, just tell me the truth. If you want me to help you, just tell me the truth. Did you do what you're accused of? Because the very first day I spoke with Cuadri's mom, I said, Ma, please tell me the truth. Is this boy guilty? Is he guilty of what he was accused of? She said no, that she has other people I can talk to. So the whole thing started from police. I mean, that boy, Tumishe was 15. They wrote 18. So falsifying their ages, I mean, it's a very
bad. Did
they
do that with Cuadri as well?
Yes, they did.
No, I want to understand the psychology behind the Nigerian police acting like this. What's in it for them? You can obviously tell this biologically that this child is a minor. You falsify documents, and you want them to end up in prison, and you know the conditions of our prison. Why do they do this? I mean, is there a financial motivation at the end? Why are they so easily used and manipulated to settle personal differences?
Some of these ones are even, I mean, when you see someone, when you arrest someone like this one, does he have money? His parents don't even have the money to bill him. That's just the thing. So, I don't know, they just pick them up and dump them there. Because when I went to see the IPO, he told me he has just rounded up one gang member and all that. I was like, Oga, see, I'm not saying these boys are all saints, but you just have to, if you see Uban, and I can show you his picture, even the magistrate was telling me that this boy looks very calm now. Like, she was just begging me, okay, please, can you take this boy along? Because I actually went for Tumishe, to be very honest. But when I got to the magistrate...
Was the magistrate that was even begging you to take him?
Yeah, she said that Adigbe is congested, over-congested. And she said, Adigbe is far, and Oregon is congested. I should please take Ubanana. So that was how I got to take the two boys to Tunde Onokoya's shelter.
Okay. Let's bring in Inibehe now. Inibehe, so many wrongs have been done in this case to Cuadri. Yes. From his first arrest, from his second arrest. I know you've made several demands from this second arrest. What are these demands, and how much response have you gotten to these demands?
Well, let me just quickly substantiate what she has said. This is not the first case involving a minor that I've taken up in the course of my career with the police. In all the previous cases, the police have always falsified the ages.
Is the high command of the Nigerian police aware of this?
Why would they not be aware? It's an entrenched criminality that has been going on unabated. There was a case of a young boy in Akwa Ibom, you can Google it, who made a comment on Facebook against a House of Assembly member in my state. At the time, I think he was 16. The police arrested him, charged him to court. They put 18 for him. Because, you know why? Because if they put the real age, it will give them issues in the court. The magistrate will want to know, We are not saying the age of criminal, let me make a distinction. There's what is called the legal age of liability, criminal liability. Usually a child less than 7 cannot be charged for certain offenses, but teenagers can still be subjected to the criminal process. However, the procedure is different. So what they do is that they need to falsify the ages so that they are not questioned. Well, if you are a magistrate and a minor is brought before you and the age is clearly stated, you may want to look at the allegation against this minor. You may want to take a decision as to where this minor should be sent to, whether it is proper to send this minor to where adults are being detained. So police have always falsified ages. Now, we have put our demands forward. I was listening to the Commissioner of Police this morning, during his interview in a sister station, where he made a couple of claims. I'm even scheduled to meet with him. I'm supposed to have a meeting with him today on the matter. But in the light of some of the things he said today, I'm even thinking whether I should go ahead with the meeting or not. Because it doesn't look like there's an honest, desire to ensure that the right thing is done.
What were the things that he said?
We've asked number one, that they must pay him 100 million compensation. We have also asked that the DP of Amokoko should be removed and be subjected to orderly room trial, right? That is CSP Ismaila Olani Rom. And also we've asked that the area boys who abducted Cuadri must be identified. His phone is still with them, by the way. As we're having this interview now, Cuadri's phone is still with the so-called area boys. So they must be identified and be rightly prosecuted. And we are lastly demanding a public apology. Unfortunately, the Commissioner of Police went on air this morning saying that it was the DPO that arrested Cuadri. Yes, that the DPO received a distress call. I mean, these are not facts. These are fabricated, claims. I want to assume that the CP would have been misled. They have lied to him. You can imagine CP talking about Cuadri making a statement or a confessional statement. Cuadri is here with you. Does it look like someone that if you give him pen and paper now to write a statement in English, he can do it? By law, if somebody is to make a statement now that may implicate that person, the Supreme Court has now ruled it must be either on video record or in the presence of his counsel. None of this happened. And the CP is brandishing a falsified, fake, fabricated, fraudulent statement in the media. And then he's claiming that the DPO was the one who personally arrested him based on a distress call. These claims are not true. So for the Commissioner of Police to go on air, personally this morning, to say those things, I am very disappointed. And he says he's carrying out an investigation. He wants to know, what are you investigating? A matter that you've already investigated, gone to court, submitted the outcome of the investigation to the DPP. The DPP looked at it, saw there was no basis to arrest this boy. They took him to court, exonerated him, and he has been set free. You are still talking about investigation. Instead of punishing those that are involved, we are not going to be party to that kind of process. We are not going to be a party to it. If I meet the Commissioner of Police this morning, as I'm scheduled to, I will make this position clear to him that this is our demand. And if the CP feels that our demand is outrageous, then we'll go to court. But I'm not going to be part of any administrative review with the police, because the CP has already quite startly taken a position to defend the DP of Amokoko. How many more minors would the Lagos police have to put through this horrendous process for the Commissioner of Police to appreciate the gravity of the matter? This was an abomination. This should never have happened. And you are coming to make excuses, indefensible excuses.
How do we ensure that we don't keep having repeated situations like this? And when we talk about investigations, the police in this case, a finger has been pointed at the police for being culpable in this instance. How can a party really investigate itself? So how do we really ensure, free and fair investigations, free and fair, that there's no conflict of interest at play here, and that we don't keep having repeated incidences like this?
There is nothing to investigate. There is no basis for any further investigation. They have done their investigation, purported investigation. Upon the basis of the so-called investigation, they submitted their file to the DPP as ordered by the court. The DPP looked at it, because the prosecutorial authority in the state is the Attorney General. Section 211 of the Constitution is clear on that. And the AGs asked through the Department of Public Prosecution, headed by the Director of Public Prosecution. They have looked at the matter. They have found that Cuadri had no case to answer. He has been set free. So what are they investigating? Do they want to investigate their own investigation?
Maybe an internal investigation to see the chain of command where things went wrong.
Yeah, but it's clear. It's clear, my brother. It's clear. The facts have been set clear. This, you don't need to even ask for his birth certificate, which we have. I can show it to you. You don't need to demand for his birth certificate. Look at the photograph of Cuadri when he stood before the convoy of Peter Obi in 2023. And then tell me what age he could have been at the time. You know, this is his birth certificate. You can look at it so that people can know that these are not just mere claims. What is the CP going to investigate? For the fact that this boy has been set free by the court, that is sufficient to remove the DPO. What is he investigating? He wants to investigate his age. He wants to investigate whether they had detained him beyond the constitutional period. Is he not aware?
So what we're seeing here is a culture of impunity, and police always has a way.
It is not isolated.
To defend itself,
Yes.
And it's not isolated.
It is not isolated.
Where do we begin this? I mean, the MBA can only do much. How can other Nigerians ensure that the police is accountable and it's indeed there to serve and protect the Nigerian people?
Well, unfortunately, it will take political leadership. The police itself is incapable of reform. I have made that position clear time and again. The Nigerian police force is not reformable. Any reform that should take place in the police has to be external. But if you are expecting the Inspector General of Police, currently the current one, whose tenure was controversially extended, you know, to now be the one to reform the police, he has to start from himself. So who is going to carry out the reform? The rank and file who are on the streets arresting people, extorting people. There is no day in Lagos, I challenge you, there is no single day I drive in Lagos that police don't stop me on the road to ask for money. The day that, in fact, so that it will not look like an exaggeration, 85% of the occasions I drive on Lagos road, police will stop me. Of course, sometimes they are, you know, they are nice, most times they are nice about it. What do you have for us? But sometimes they realize, when they realize you're a lawyer, they let you go. But even at that checkpoint that they are letting you go, you probably see some young people dressed in a certain way being stopped. We see this is on the road. So nobody can tell Nigerians that the police will reform itself. It will take a president who believes in reforming Nigeria. And as I keep saying, if you have a leadership in a country that really wants to bring change, you must start with the police. Because the police is the primary law enforcement agency. The lawlessness we have in our country today is because the policing system has broken. You must also address the issue of the welfare of the policemen. Okay? Because they are not, in fairness to some of the officers, they are not well catered for. Right. You tell them, go and carry out an investigation. The resources are not there. If someone close to you, God forbid, is murdered today, and you file a complaint with the police, even in a case of murder, if you don't give police money, they call it mobilization or logistics. You must give them money, you must basically hire a vehicle for the police, for them to effect an arrest. You must pay for the autopsy. You must pay for the suspects to be brought in for questioning. You must pay even while the case is going on to call the prosecutor.
How can citizens genuinely say that, you know,
this is not the whole structure has broken down. The whole structure has broken down.
Okay, so now let's take the conversation away from that. I'm hoping that you get to meet with the Commissioner of Police this morning as planned, and that we can get to speak with you as to the outcome of the meeting. But now let's bring it back to Cuadri. I know that you're raising funds for Cuadri and that Nigerians have been showing support. How far with the funds? What are the plans for Cuadri? And, you know, after you answer that, my final question will be to Cuadri.
Well, we've made some. Initially, I was reluctant to disclose the amount, but you know, this is money raised publicly. Yes. So those who donated have some expectation of accountability. And based on my antecedents, when it has to do with matters of money, you must ensure that there's accountability. Yes, other people's money. There are Nigerians who are spirited, who felt they need to help you. So they also have interest in being aware that that money is not, you know, that is used for the purpose for which it was raised. We've raised over 10 million so far. Great. Yes, about 10 million plus. And we are hoping that we'll be able to, we are working to get a new accommodation for the family at a safe. Currently, they are in a safe location somewhere. They have not returned to their home since Cuadri was released last Thursday. They cannot go back there. It is not safe. Yes, and then we are also working to ensure that he is rehabilitated. Okay, I have
very important.
A psychologist who has reached out that wants to even offer him some form of therapy. So a couple of things are going on. And there is also the effort made by Mr. Peter Obi, who has offered to enroll him either in a conventional school or a skill acquisition school. We are currently working to identify the right one, and in the coming days, once that is started up, we hope that it's going to be formally enrolled. And we hope that this is going to be a life-changing story for Cuadri.
I really do.
And this is not just about Cuadri. We hope other Nigerian children will take inspiration from Cuadri and then realize that, you know, hope and destiny can smile at them at any point.
It really can. Thank you so much for doing that to all the Nigerians who are, you know, trying to change Cuadri's life. Cuadri, as you did now, waiting you dey look forward to, waiting be your dream for life, waiting you won't be,
waiting go
make you happy for life.
Did they happy already?
Did they happy? Okay, so when you think of your life, which kind of life you dey imagine? Waiting you want to do when you grow up, which kind of work you want to do? You want to go school?
Yes, it's the best.
Okay.
And I want to learn fashion designer.
You want to learn fashion designing?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And you know, as they try, everybody they put together money to try help you.
Yes.
We know say your future day bright, and we hope say you go put your eye down, study waiting. Yes. You know, when they put you for school to learn this work, you go put your eye down, learn the work, study them. Yes. Your future day bright. Hope you dey fear. You know they fear. Okay.
Big boy.
And I know that all of this is possible because of, you know, the work that all of you are doing. And
thank you very much, Hassan.
And thanks to New Central for keeping this matter on the front burner. I'm aware of the personal sacrifices that this station has made. Even when we were at the court, you were with us for hours. Nigerians are taking note. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for those kind words. And Hassan, any final thoughts in terms of the kind of reforms you would like to see? We don't want to. Prison of Hope, Ray of Hope, thank you very much. Ray of Hope is doing a lot of work, but we don't want to keep seeing you having to rescue minors. Unfortunately, that's the reality. So what sort of reforms would you like to see?
Well, as we earlier said, it begins with the police. If they can, you know, at least try to like do their own investigations before taking people unjustly. I mean, you can just imagine someone sitting outside their house and the police just comes and pick you up and they are telling you, your name is this. That's not your name. My name is Hassana, but you are telling me your name is Husseina. That's not my name. You know, there are so many horrible stories. I can't even begin to talk about it.
I think we should actually have a separate day where we can have a conversation with Hassana. She can bring to light some of the stories that she has to deal with on a daily basis. But I want to say thank you to you. Thank you to Ray of Hope. We hope that you continue to give hope to young Nigerians and, you know, just Nigerians who have been wrongfully incarcerated. Thank you, Inibehe Effiong, for always being on the side of the people. And thank you, Quadri Alabi, for being a ray of hope, you know, to the young Nigerians and showing that, you know, like he said, fortune can smile at you anytime. We hope that you continue to be a symbol of hope.